Good morning, good evening, depending on when you're watching this video. Welcome to Against the Public for August 31st. I'm Dana Lane. Today we're going to go through my top Major League Baseball free plays after another winning day. We got one more game pending. Perhaps we're going to sweep the board with a perfect 3-0 mark in Major League Baseball. If not, 2-1, we'll certainly take that profit. Hope everybody has been able to tail. We've been on fire in August, and speaking of being on fire, after the show, please go to pickdawgz.com. I'll have my premium college football plays, my Major League Baseball plays, and WNBA selections locked and loaded. You can jump on those single plays or a 3-pack, and you can do that for just $49.99. College football pass, 3-day pass, $54.99. So just a little bit more. But Major League Baseball, WNBA, same as usual, $49.99. Every 3-pack, every individual play always comes with our Pick Dawgz win guarantee. There's only one way to get every play that I release, and that's by simply arming yourself with an all-access pass. And you can do that for the next 30 days for less than $11 a day, the next 90 days for less than $10 a day, or better yet, jump on that annual all-access pass. We are on the cusp of the biggest Saturday in college football, really. I mean, it's what's bigger than week 1 where you have a full slate of games, and tomorrow or today is that day. So please make sure you do get involved. You can jump on that all-access pass. That gives you every college football play I release. And let's not forget about the NFL. The NFL starts next week, and we absolutely smashed the NFL last year as well. So we got this will take you through the college football. This will take you through the NFL, Major League Baseball, the rest of that, NHL, NBA, college basketball, and right up to this time next year in Major League Baseball. And you can get that for just $3.70 a day. Just grab your credit card, throw it on there. We'll pay it off a little at a time. We'll sit back, relax, and have a fantastic football season. And if you haven't joined me yet for college football, guys, I'm sweating one more game out, but so far 7-1 after 2 winners today. We got one more game left tonight. Not much to say. 7-1 to start this year, over 4,000 units won last year, smashing college football. And I know it seems like a broken record, guys, but I thank you so much to everybody who got involved with my college football 3-pack, individual plays, season pass, year pass. You guys all jumped on board, and so far we are having a phenomenal Friday with a couple games pending. So look forward to doing that again on Saturday. So far 7-1 to start the college football season, one game pending on Friday night. You can get that college football pass or the NFL pass for just $5.99.99, or combine them for just $8.99.99. Gives you every play I release in college football and the NFL for one low price. Okay, let's get to your free plays on Saturday, or for Saturday. Remember, these are probable pitchers, so please confirm before placing your wager. Game number 1, 1:05 Eastern Time, 9:21, 9:22. St. Louis Cardinals against the New York Yankees. Yankees minus $1.70. 9.5 is your total. Kyle Gibson against Will Warren. We're going to go against the public in this one because it appears that the Joes are going to be all over the over, but I'm expecting, but I'm not expecting a massive move because professional money is causing a reverse steam move, which is really causing that number to hold steady. So I don't think we're going to get much movement, but it doesn't hurt to wait to see if maybe we'll get minus $1.05 on this total. A couple of injuries to report for the Cardinals. Catcher Wilson Contreras and outfielder Mike Ciani. They're both on the IL, so you're taking Ciani and his .256 average, 15 homers, and Contreras, or Ciani's .256 average, and Contreras is 15 homers out of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. Former All-Star Kyle Gibson gets the ball for the St. Louis Cardinals. Former Missouri Tiger is 7-6 this year with a 4.54 ERA. It's been back and forth when you're talking about success, especially over recent form. He's coming off a horrific start against the San Diego Padres, where he allowed 7 earned runs and 4 1/3 innings and a 7-4 loss. But over his last 5 starts, we see Gibson is 2-3, 6.92 ERA. But there's a trend where Gibson always seems to bounce back after a bad start. Maybe that will be the case again on Saturday. Will Warren, he'll be making his 5th start in his Major League career. He's 0-2 with a 9.68 ERA. and that's simply the result of failing to have any good starts. I mean, all of his 4 starts this year have resulted in overs, which is why the public is betting that way. My concern here, and this is before Friday's games, but my concern here is, are both teams going to be able to score enough to get to 10, especially with the Cardinals battling some injuries and the Yankees scoring just 9 runs in 3 games against the Nationals? I'm going to go with my gut here. My head tells me to go over the total. The head and logic does not win bets. I'm going to go under this 9.5 minus $1.10. Game number 2, 4:05 Eastern Time, 9:01, 9:02. Chicago Cubs against the Washington Nationals. Cubs minus $1.32. 9 under minus 15. Javier Assad against DJ Hurst. More injury news in this one. Alex Call is going to be on the lineup, out of the lineup. He's been placed on a 10-day IL for the Nats. Cole just has just 99 at-bats this season, but he's hitting .343. He's been a mainstay in the Nationals lineup since the end of July. He's hitting .349 since his call-up. So a pretty big loss for Washington in a lineup that struggles to score runs. For your information, I do see one significant wager on the under at FanDuel Washington if you're looking at the total in this win. Javier Assad, 6-4 this year, 3.15 ERA in 25 starts. He has a terrific recent form. He's 1-1 with a 2.84 ERA, which obviously means they don't score a lot of runs for him, but still a terrific ERA in an era where, you know, I remember just growing up, we used to look at ERAs, and if they were over into the 4s, we were like, oh, not so good. Now, if it's 4, 4.5-ish, maybe 4.3, we think that's pretty good. So 2.84 is fantastic. DJ Hurst, 2-6, a 3.84 ERA in 14 starts. And with an ERA like that, like Assad, I suspect the Nationals don't score a lot of runs for the lefty, and that's somewhat true. They scored 4.1 runs per game. That number is skewed just a little bit because they did put up 19 runs combined in 2 of his starts. So not as good. It's a little bit skewed. Really, if we take those out, we would see a real number in what they do on a consistent basis. In half those starts, Washington has scored just 3 runs or less. I'm going to take the Cubbies here, minus $1.32. Game number 3, 7:10 Eastern Time, 9:59, 9:60. Kansas City Royals against the Houston Astros. Astros minus $1.36, 8 under minus 13. Cole Ragans against Yusei Kikuchi. In case you don't know, the Royals are dealing with their own injuries, and of course the big injury is to Vinny Pasquantino. He's out with a broken thumb. He's going to be out for the rest of the year. Hunter Renfroe is also out, dealing with a hamstring injury. So there goes 31 home runs out of the Kansas City lineup. Almost all the wagers are on the Houston Astros. Not a surprise. They're also over on the over. So I would suggest getting to this as soon as possible because I think this number is going to get bumped up some. Reagan's 10-8 this year, a 3.28 ERA. Again, with an ERA like that, we can assume that the Royals struggle to score runs for their lefty, which is somewhat the case. We have seen 4 runs or less scored in 18 of his 27 starts, and over his last 5 starts, Reagan is 3-1 with a sparkling 2.89 ERA. Yusei Kikuchi, 6-9 with a 4.39 ERA this season, and like Reagan's, has a terrific strikeouts to innings pitch ratio. Kikuchi has been much better in Houston than he was in Toronto. He was 4-9 in Toronto, a 4.75 ERA, but in Houston, 2-0, 2.89 ERA, and has allowed just 18 hits in 28 innings. Number tells me there is tremendous amount of confidence behind Kikuchi and the Astros, and I share that sentiment. I'm going to take Houston minus $1.30. So that does it for your Saturday free plays. Run on over to Pickdawgz.com. Get involved with one of my many available packages, including my all-access pass that gives you every play I release for one low price, and college football is on fire, guys. Check out what we did last year. Check out what we're doing this year. You can find all those results right on Pickdawgz.com. I will also have a 3-pack in Major League Baseball. We smashed that again today. I will have a 3-pack in the WNBA as well. Here's your Saturday free play recap. St. Louis, New York Yankees under 9. Chicago Cubs minus $1.32. And Houston minus $1.30. So that does it for today's show. Thank you to everyone who continues to watch it on a daily basis. Please hit that like and subscribe button. And thank you so much for everybody that has put their money and their trust behind me this college football season. I expect to see you back for the NFL next week too, because we smashed that as well. But first things first, let's get this weekend out of the way. Let's build that bankroll we've been talking about for a very long time. We're off to a fantastic start, and I hope everybody's been able to tail since day one. For Against the Public, I'm Dana Lane. All the best to you and your wagers on Saturday.